Welcome back to the Weekly Recap. I'm Matt Wacker. 1982 Heisman Trophy winner Herschel Walker spoke at Fort Leonard Wood on February 21st and 22nd. His visit was to bring attention to mental health issues in the U.S. and to destigmatize the process of getting treatment for those issues. Walker himself was diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder and has been speaking on behalf of those suffering from similar conditions. Continuing our coverage of local charities that are making a difference, Leanne Mentink spoke with the executive director of the Storehouse Food Pantry in Bell, Lorraine Bosseller.
Lorraine, what is the history of the Storehouse Food Pantry?
Well, we started back in 1999. We always believed that Jesus said to feed the hungry and to clothe the naked. So we just started researching and trying to find out where a food bank was at. We actually had the first food pantry that Raleigh ever had in 1989, which was called the Meal Barrel. And when we left that community, then we came back to Bell in 95, and then in 99 we started the food pantry here, the Storehouse Food Pantry.
And how many counties do you serve with the Storehouse?
From the beginning, people would swarm in by the thousands, actually, and it was amazing. Some of them come at 4 o'clock in the morning, but we've tried to narrow it down. Our real goal was to serve our school district, which is part of 3 counties, Marys, Osage, and Gasconade.
Well, I know you have partnerships with Walmart and also the Food Bank for Central and Northeast Missouri. So tell us a little bit about those partnerships and how that enables you to get food out to the needy.
Columbia is the greatest and always has been in our partnership. They are really all about us getting the food to the people. And so once we started out going and getting, but now they bring to us, and we have a semi-load that comes in each month from there. And it's a very rare food bank because they pay for the fundraising on their end, and we receive the food free. In the United States, there's very few of those food pantries, food banks like that, so we're very blessed.
Lorraine, you mentioned all the different food pantries in the area. What is the best way for our viewers to donate to their local food pantries?
Each one of them is designed differently. Some of them have government subsidies, but all of them can use support, financial support, food in a food drive, or whatever that someone would be comfortable in doing. And like I said, for us, our greatest thing is just keeping our building with the electric on, the insurance paid, and all of that. We also have a clothing store. It's called Blessing Galore Store, and it subsidizes for us. I think St. James has that too. We have an online auction, and that's one way to support us. Another way is by bringing things in that we can sell in our store. Another thing is a cash donation, which is always great.
Lorraine, thank you so much.
Thank you.
A Columbia man is accused of involvement in a terror plot. 25-year-old Robert Hester Jr. was arrested on February 17th after attempting to provide material support to undercover FBI agents posing as operatives from ISIS. Hester had been in contact with the undercover agents and repeatedly expressed his desire to carry out an attack against the U.S. Hester was enlisted in the Army for less than a year, receiving a general discharge from service in mid-2013. A special bench was installed at the front entrance of the St. James Middle School on February 11th. The bench is bright orange with the words, "You should be here with me," cut into the seat. This in memory of Jonathan Shay, the St. James boy who went missing in July of 2015. St. James student Alexis Berkner came up with the idea. The foundation and the bench were both donated and installed by volunteers. A man is dead after a multi-car pileup on I44 near Strafford. Shortly after 8 a.m. on February 16th, a semi driven by 44-year-old Narinder Singh swerved into the left lane to avoid another stopped semi. Singh's truck went into the median and overturned, hitting a pickup driven by a Waynesville man. Singh's truck then hit a second pickup driven by 43-year-old David Lambeth of Rolla. Lambeth died on the scene. Singh was arrested and later charged with second-degree involuntary manslaughter. He is being held in the Greene County Jail. On February 12th, officers from the Lebanon Police Department arrested 2 individuals on warrants and drug charges. Officers responded to a report of suspicious activity and found a Chevy Impala missing a front license plate. The driver of the vehicle, 45-year-old David Bauer, could not produce a driver's license, and the rear plate on the car had been reported stolen. After Bauer was taken into custody, police searched his home. The suspect's girlfriend insisted on using the bathroom, in which police found drugs and drug paraphernalia in a box of tampons. The 2 were charged with numerous crimes. Both suspects are incarcerated in the Laclede County Sheriff's Office. A Hal County man has pled guilty to a felony assault charge. 32-year-old Jacob Counts of Mountain View was arrested on July 22nd. According to police, Counts entered the home of Amber Cormier in Willow Springs on June 26th, assaulting her boyfriend with a charcoal grill and a can of food. The boyfriend was hospitalized by his injuries. Following his guilty plea, Counts was given a suspended sentence of 7 years in the Department of Corrections. He's been placed on 5 years of supervised probation. A St. Clair man is in jail after an assault on February 13th. According to the Franklin County Sheriff's Department, 50-year-old Bobby Finner was involved in an altercation with his brother, allegedly striking him with brass knuckles. Finner was arrested and charged with second and third-degree assault and unlawful possession of a weapon. He is being held on a $15,000 bond. Well, if you've been waiting all year to sink your teeth into a Girl Scout cookie, your wait is over. Annual sales of the confection began February 17th, with Girl Scout troops setting up cookie stands throughout the area. 100% of the proceeds from the sale of Girl Scout cookies stay local, benefiting area participants and their communities. According to the organization's website, the Girl Scout Cookie Program is the largest girl-led entrepreneurial program in the world. That's all for now. I'm Matt Wacker. Thanks for watching the weekly recap. I'll see you next week. The weekly recap is brought to you by Price Chopper, Cooking from Scratch, the Travers Automotive Group, the UPS Store of Rolla, Beck Motors of Owensville, Bayer Dodge of West Plains, Hanging by a Thread, Mimi's Home Helpers, and Tailor Your Insurance.
Plunge like there's no mañana to support Special Olympics Missouri athletes. Come out of your winter siesta and be a part of our fiesta at your choice of 13 frigid bodies of water this January, February, and March. Sponsored by your local law enforcement, proceeds support 15,000 children and adults with intellectual disabilities in year-round sports training and competitions throughout the Show Me State. To find out how you can get involved, visit somo.org/plunge. So get your family and friends together and take the plunge to make a difference in an athlete's life today.
Dance your way down the Mother Road at the 109th Annual Coterie St. Pat's Ball. The event takes place Saturday, March 11th, kicking off Missouri S&T's best ever St. Pat celebration. They'll be eating, drinking, and dancing to the live tunes of Synergy. Proceeds from the event go to the Coterie Women's Scholarship Fund, benefiting students of Missouri S&T. So get your kicks on Route 66 at the Coterie St. Pat's Ball. Call Delek or Susan to reserve your space now.